What's up, everyone? Welcome to the channel. It is your girl Tamika. Hello, gorgeous. In today's video, I am going to be talking about intermittent fasting. There are so many diets out there. You have keto, paleo, Weight Watchers. The list goes on and on and on. The purpose of this video, girl, is to give you an alternative option to help you lose weight without restriction or dieting. Please stay tuned to all the way to the end of this video because I am going to explain to you what is intermittent fasting, its benefits, and the fasting schedule. And also, I'm going to share with you why I choose to get back on intermittent fasting and why you should choose if this is right for you. Again, intermittent fasting, stay tuned. All right, so let's go ahead and get right into this video. All right, so what is intermittent fasting? I'm going to share this little clip and do a voiceover. And then at the end, I'm going to come back and then give my thoughts, the reason why I am back on intermittent fasting. So let's get into it. What is intermittent fasting?
Intermittent fasting is any of various meals timing schedules that cycle between voluntary fasting and non-fasting over a given period. Methods of intermittent fasting include alternate day fasting, periodic fasting, and daytime restricted feeding.
All right, so now that you know what is intermittent fasting, let's go ahead and get right into the benefits.
Research shows that intermittent fasting periods do more than burn fat. Madison explains, when changes occur with this metabolic switch, it affects the body and brain. This includes a longer life, a leaner body, and a sharper mind. Many things happen during intermittent fasting that can protect organs against chronic diseases like type 2 diabetes, heart diseases, age-related you see the word, disorders, even inflammatory bowel diseases, and many cancers, he says. Examples are thinking and memory, heart health, physical performance, diabetes and obesity, and tissue health, to name a few.
All right, I hope you guys are learning so much right now because now that you know what is intermittent fasting and its benefits, if this is helping you, please make sure you go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. That way it'll let me know that I should be doing more content like this regarding weight loss. All right, so now let's go ahead and get into the intermittent fasting schedule.
Intermittent fasting contrasts with normal eating patterns for most Americans who eat throughout their waking hours. If someone is eating 3 meals a day plus snacks and they are not exercising, then every time they eat, they're running on those calories and not burning their fat stores. Intermittent fasting works by prolonging the period when your body has burned through the calories consumed during your last meal and begins burning fat. Some of these plans include the 16-8, which is 16 hours of fasting with the 8-hour window. Then you'll see another one, which is the 5-2 approach, which is eating regular for 5 days a week, and then you fast for 2 days. Longer periods without food, such as 24, 36, 48, and 72-hour fasting periods, are not necessarily better for you and may be dangerous. Going too long without eating might actually encourage your body to start storing more fat in response to starvation. So be careful with your times and just start with the simple one, which is the 16-8.
Now, I just want to add on to the intermittent fasting schedules because there are a couple of schedules that was not listed. So I want to talk about OMAD. So OMAD, which is 1 meal a day. So basically, you are fasting for 23 hours and you get 1 hour to consume all of your calories. So if you are on a 1500 calorie, you will be consuming all of your 1500 calories within that 1 hour window. Some people do stretch it out to at least maybe like an hour and a half to 2 hours because a lot of people cannot consume that many calories in one setting. So to each his own. But if you want to do OMAD, girl, OMAD is the thing. It is very popular out here. I also done OMAD in 2020, so I will explain that a little bit later. But there's also a 20-hour fasting window, and then you have a 4-hour window to consume your foods. For those who feel like OMAD is a little bit too extreme, then you have that option of doing the 24. There's also alternate day fasting. So for those who are just starting out and you're like, well, I don't know if I want to do 16/8, you can do alternate day fasting where you'll just pick one of these schedules to fast, and then the next day you just eat regular, and then the next day you'll go back on your fasting window. Now that you learn what is intermittent fasting, the benefits and its schedules, I hope this is giving you a whole lot of information and is helping you to decide which fasting schedule to choose from, or if intermittent fasting is right for you. But please keep in mind that intermittent fasting is not a diet. You can lose weight with no restrictions and no diets. You can eat whole foods, you can eat plant based, whatever diet plan that you are following. Intermittent fasting is just an add-on, just to help you, giving you some type of structure. If you are the type of person who likes to binge eat, it just gives you a little structure of an eating window and when to fast. That is all it is. Now, I have had success with intermittent fasting. Now, currently, girl, 2022 October, I decided to go ahead and start intermittent fasting, and I started on a Thursday. Ooh, what was Thursday? So the 5th was Tuesday. So October 7th is when I decided to go ahead and go back into intermittent fasting. But this time I am not doing any restrictions.
All right, so in this part of the video, I just want to go ahead and just sum it up and do a quick voiceover. But everyone wants to know, what can you consume when you are fasting? Generally speaking, you should not be consuming anything. The only thing you should consume is 0-calorie drinks like green tea and black coffee. That's pretty much is all you should be consuming when you are in a fasting window. Now, there is a second study that says, like Dr. Steinberg, which is a person that I follow and I trust his studies, is that you can consume coffee with creamer. Everyone is not for that. They prefer zero. That's it. Don't put any creamer. But the way how Dr. Steinberg works, study shows is that it's all about the insulin. If you understood what insulin does in your body, then you would know that having 30 calories of creamer, which is 2 tablespoons, is not going to hurt your insulin to where it spikes it up and makes you crave sugar. Think of a chart from 0 to 100. 0 meaning that you are in a fasted state, meaning that you had your green tea, your black coffee. But as soon as you add creamer, which is again about 30 to 35 calories, your insulin will automatically go up, right? Because you're consuming calories. So it can go from 0 to an estimate of 10. Okay, so now you're at 10. So the insulin only raised up just a little bit. Now, if you consume orange juice, which has a whole lot of sugar and a whole lot of calories, it can go from 0 to 80 on the scale. So that's how the whole insulin part works, and about spiking your sugars. That's the reason why you are fasting, so that you can lower that spike and just not consume any type of calories, so you're not craving a whole lot of sugar. But girl, just adding some creamer, or just adding fat-free creamer, which is only about 10 to 15 calories, is not going to necessarily break your fast to the point where you will not lose weight. So to each his own, but girl, just do your research and you follow whichever plan that you choose. But me, I like creamer in my coffee, and I'm going to have it. And I have been successful at losing weight. So nobody's policing you, because I'm definitely not. There's no judgment on this end. So girl, just do what you need to do. But as long as the end result is losing weight, I say go for whatever you choose to do.
All right, so now that brings me to the end of this video, girl. I hope that you learned a lot. I know I am not bringing the whole science and everything that goes along with intermittent fasting, but I do suggest you review some videos on YouTube, especially Dr. Berg, if you want to get more information about the science behind intermittent fasting. Go ahead and check out his video. But mind you, you've learned what is intermittent fasting, its benefits, and the schedule. And girl, I just suggest that once you've learned everything and you got all your information, just take it slow. Pick the schedule that best suits you. And remember, And always, 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 and I'm going to start saying this at the end of all of my weight loss videos, no matter what you do, whether if it's intermittent fasting or a restricted diet, you have to stay consistent. And also, when it comes down to weight loss, girl, it's all about calories in and calories out. So you need to be in a calorie deficit. And number three, exercise is not a requirement, but it is suggested. So if you choose to or not, girl, you can still lose weight. All right, so that is the end of this video. I hope you learned a lot. Please make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And if you have learned anything, please let me know in the comments down below. What schedule are you going to follow, or have you followed intermittent fasting? Just go ahead and drop down your weight loss results so I can chit chat with you in the comments down below. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and girl, I will check you out later. Goodbye, gorgeous.